part 2 of the instructor video showing you how to do your forecasting problem for the week. And this portion will show you how to create a graph of your data, both your demand and your 3 and 5 period moving average forecasts. Or if your problem calls for 6 period, you can just make that translation. Back into the same spreadsheet that we were using before. And what I want to do is I'm going to copy some of the data into a second sheet. I didn't in the first video, but it's possible that, remember, I created a graph, one graph for the 3 period and the second graph excuse me, for the 5 period. But if you want, you can do it all in one Excel spreadsheet and have all of your columns together. But what we want to graph are just columns, and I'm going to, so make sure you save, if nothing else, save your spreadsheet after you've determined all the data that I demonstrated in video in the first part of the video. And you want to plot demand. We're going to want to plot the points for the 3 period forecast. And we're going to want to plot the points for the 5 period and then compare how those graphs look. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy some columns. For now, I'm going to, just because it's easier, I'm going to copy all 3 of these columns. Okay, copy it. I move to sheet, don't worry, I should say sheet 2. I think I was practicing and deleted sheet 2, but I'm going to go ahead and paste those 2 columns, or 3 columns here. Okay, I gave too much space to the demand. Not going to need the 3 period moving average. We just want the forecast. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this. Whoops, I'm going to hide this column. You need that. But go over to Format and then hide and unhide, and I'm going to hide that column. Okay, and go back to sheet 1. I'm going to pick up the forecast for the 5 period. So it's that column. I'll copy it. Go back to the sheet and paste it. Okay. Now I have all of the data that I want to graph, and don't worry about the fact that it's picked up the yellow highlighted bars in here. It won't in yours. It did in mine because I used it to show you some things in the first video. So easy it is to have Excel graph if you don't know how to do it. You would highlight 3 columns and all of the rows involved, and then you go to the Insert tab, then go to Charts, the Chart section, and we're going to pick up Line Chart, and you can play around with the different ones, see which ones you like better. Here's a 3D ribbon. Otherwise, I'm going to pick up one with the little nodes in here, and that's how easy it did it for us already. It picked up all 12 periods. Graphed the data in the blue line. It picked up 3 period moving forecast in the green, olive green color, and then the 5 period in the purplish color. So it's exactly the way we want it because the 3 period gets in period 4 just when we want it, and the 5 period starts in period 6, exactly where we want it. So what you do in your analysis to determine which of the forecast methods is better, the 3 or the 5 period, is you want to take a look at section 11.4 in the text that explains the pros and cons of each. Basically, the longer the period, the slower it is to respond to changes in demand, but the more that smooths out any peaks and the shorter the period, the more responsive, but the more peaks and valleys you're going to have. So you're going to want to relate those pros and cons to the product that you have in mind and come up with your own assessment. But there you have it. So you've got 2 spreadsheets, one spreadsheet with all of your data, and the second one with your graph, and you can go save it and submit it in the Dropbox, and they have it.